everyone, Bethany here, and I'm so excited to be joining you for birthday month celebrations. Today I am going to grab a couple of stamp sets I've never used before, but I've had for a long time and I drooled on them over and over again. They are from Scrappy Boy Stamps, and it is the lovely homage to a redhead, Lucy. And I have the task of creating 2 cards for 2 very special old ladies. And I'll speed through some of it just so I don't have to be so long. But yeah, I just wanted to say hi. I miss you all. I miss doing lives, and eventually I'll get back into a routine with lives. Hopefully when school starts up, and well, we'll see. My kids are going to have a very different schedule this year, so we'll see how that goes. I'm also going to use one of my other favorite companies, which is My Favorite Things Stamps, and for some complimentary one-liners, I guess, is what I'm going to add to my card as well. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and dive in. Lots of life has happened. I've been pretty quiet for the last 7-8-ish months. Had a lot of illnesses running through the family. I know the last few videos I had posted, we had a lot of illnesses happening back to back, and it was just a lot. And while we all have recovered quite nicely, it definitely has, taken a toll on just our lifestyle and trying to stay healthy long enough and trying to not let stress get to us. I know that I had to take some time for myself and, I don't know, be a little bit selfish and say, all right, let's refocus. Let's figure out what I need out of life, all that stuff. So the kids are huge, and I'm sure one of them is going to probably pop in soon. We'll see. Might have a surprise visitor. But they are just growing like crazy and bossier than ever, and they need to be monitored more now somehow. Now that they're not really toddlers anymore, they have to be monitored a lot more. So go figure. Yeah. I'll add this later. All right. So basically, I'm just picking a couple of stamps that I think I want from these sets. The one set is called Chocolate Wine and Best Friends. The other one is called Everyone's Favorite Redhead. And this was one of those stamp sets that as soon as they released it, I was like, I have to have it. And then it's sad. So enough excuses already. I have been just really dying to play with this set. I'm going to use some dusty stuff because I'm going to heat emboss this. And I'll use a little. Sometimes that brush on the Pink and Main dusty stuff just seems too big for me, or just lets too much out. I don't know. I'm still getting used to it because I don't use it often enough. All right, and then I have my black ink and inking it up as much as possible. One thing I will note, I'm going to try to do less edits in my video because I think maybe you need to see a little bit more of the sloppy, messy side of what goes on when I am creating. And you can fast forward. I would not be offended if that's just not your jam. That's totally fine. But I feel like it makes me more genuine, and sometimes I just gotta talk myself through my mistakes. Because they do happen. But it also will force me to have less complicated projects. Would be the word I would call it, complicated. So actually the first go around, not too bad. to and I like to chit chat. Right now, obviously, because I'm not doing a live, I'm just chit chatting with myself, and you can hear it later. But I do like to talk things through, for sure. All right, so I'm gonna just leave it like that, and go ahead and emboss this, just using some Wow Ebony Superfine embossing powder. Nice light dusting. And the majority of the reason I'm using embossing powder is because I'll be coloring in, and I don't want it to be smudging any of the black lines potentially if I get too much ink. Even though I'll be using alcohol ink, occasionally I'll smudge lines, which is okay for some looks, but that's not the look I'm going for. Yeah. And then I'm going to heat from behind first. And then I'll do a little dusty check. And seems to be everything is good. All right. Now I'm gonna zoom in and we're gonna start coloring. But before we get into coloring, I have a little visitor who wants to say hi. Ellie, say hi, everybody. Nothing? You're just gonna be quiet today? Yeah? Okay, and elbow me in the face. That's fine. She's just waking up, so say hi. No? Nothing? How old are you today? How old did you turn a week ago, I should say? How old are you? 4. Yes. She just turned 4 last week, so it's still birthday week, right? Yeah. Okay. You can go and play. All right. Love you. All right. So we're going to start, I think I'm going to start with the coloring of the face. I say that questioningly because I'm not sure. Yeah. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to color her. We're going to give her some rosy cheeks. Little dots there. And can tell I have not played with the skin color tones recently. Alright, I think we'll just do pastel peach. Yeah, that's your new toy. And I'm just very lightly filling in the skin tone. And the reason why I wanted to put those little pink dots down first was because I wanted to let the alcohol blend it in, but still have a slightly defined shape to it. You can do it any way you want to. That's just how I chose to do this. Alright, hands, legs. Keep it simple here. Alright, oh, and some neck showing there. Alright, we need some vivid pink lips, I think. And a little bit of that dark red in the tongue. It's going to just blend right in, but that's okay. Alright. And let's see, she's a redhead, so I think this is kind of, yeah, that's the good shade of red. Oh, and I'm getting bumped. My elbow's getting bumped. Ellie, what are you doing, bud? You need to get up? Well, Mommy's trying to color here. You can watch. Oh, and she's pulling up a chair. All right, just as long as you don't bump my elbow. So you see that I am allowing some little bits. Oh, and running over packages. Okay, hold on. Let Mommy move them a little bit for you. Okay, go ahead, sit. I am kind of sketchily, for lack of a better phrase, just allowing little bits there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in some yellow.
Yellow?
And yeah, we'll pull in this yellow.
Lincoln says her last one is going to be yellow.
Is it? And then I'm going to swirl that yellow in just to give it a little bit of dimension. I don't have a whole lot of hair color options that give me redhead vibes. But this will at least give a little bit more highlight and shadow. So it's not super perfect. And I'll come back in and...
Now I look like Superman.
Yeah, you brought your Superwoman.
I look like Superman too.
Okay, well, let me angle the camera so people can see you. There's Ellie.
It's not even close so I can see.
There's you. Can you see it? Yeah.
There's Superman too.
Yeah, that was one of your gifts from Mommy and Daddy, was your Superwoman. Right? And your unicorn, yeah.
And my Mickey.
And your, well, yeah, you got your Mickey from your auntie, which that's who this card is for. We're making it for her birthday.
You could definitely go for the blanket.
Yeah.
It was so fluffy.
It was so fluffy. Alright, now we're going to color this bottle.
Bottle?
Yeah.
What color is bottle?
The bottle, I don't remember what the bottle was. Well, it was in black and white TV. So, we're going to go with, it was a brown bottle.
Is that chocolate milk?
No. It's called Vita Vita Vitamins. You say that? No? Okay. You want to tell everybody what you're going to be doing in a couple weeks? Where are you going to be going? Do you remember?
Going to school.
Yeah, you're going to be going to K4.
K4?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we find out who your teacher is soon. So that'll be really exciting, right? And you get to take the bus to school. Right?
I want to go have some fun on the bus.
Yeah, we'll have lots of fun on the bus, I'm sure.
Today's my school time now?
No, we don't start school yet.
Oh.
Yeah, but we will soon.
Superwoman's falling on a cliff. Superwoman fall down a cliff.
Uh-oh.
Superwoman falls on a cliff.
Oh, no.
Hey.
So I'm using a cherry pink.
Cherry pink?
It's more red than pink, so I figure these should be just reddish, pinkish labels. That's just the color I'm going with. Oh, we can't. Oh, we can see you. Angle the light at you a little bit better and we can see you better, right? So what else are you excited for? Hmm?
I'm getting present.
Your present? Yeah. What was your big gift from your grandma and grandpa? Yeah.
Showed.
Do you remember? A big girl gift, right? For you and your sister.
Yeah, we can both share it.
What did you get? Do you remember?
Unicorn and Mickey.
Yeah, that was from Mommy and Daddy and your auntie.
And
What's the big thing that...
Superwoman.
Yes, and Superwoman. What is the big thing that Daddy built for you?
Bed.
The bed. What kind of bed?
A top of bed. A down bed.
A bunk bed. Yes, a top and a down bed, but it's really called a bunk bed. All right.
But the up one is bunk bed. The other one is the up one was bunk bed because we jumped on it yesterday.
Yeah, we don't jump on bunk beds, do we?
I think Superwoman have an idea.
What's her idea?
I think he said clean up the tidy out for our house.
Yeah, we have to tidy up our house. That's a great idea.
I think he knows the tidy up our house.
Yeah, we like to keep our house clean so we don't lose our toys or break stuff, right? We gotta get better at that every day. Okay, Ellie, what color should her dress be? Blue or yellow?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. Let's
Blue.
start with the pastel
Oh,
blue.
there's a blue mermaid.
Yeah.
I love that blue mermaid.
Ooh, I don't even want to change any of this color.
Can I see it?
You can see it? Right there.
Oh, he's in a bottle.
Yeah, she's holding a bottle called Vita Vita Vitamins. No, I can't say it. Vita Vita Vegemins. Right?
It's going to be hard forever.
Mhm.
Is that somebody's car?
Yes, this is for Aunt Celeste.
White and Celeste. Is he have shoes?
I'll just make this blue too. She has blue shoes, yep. And I am thinking I'm not even going to add highlights or
What's her
shadows.
name? What's her name?
Her name is Lucy.
Lucy?
Lucy.
Lucy?
Lucy.
Lucy?
Lucy.
Lucy is a cat.
Lucy is a cat. Okay.
He's from the naughty
We'll add a little gray on your shirt.
Oh,
Okay, Papa.
let's add sparkles so it can flash everywhere.
Okay.
Which spices we will choose? I think the blue one will help us.
I have no idea, baby.
It can flash up and see somebody. Try one.
Some
I would
brilliant
try
blue.
Why is it's rock?
Oh, honey, please leave that alone.
But how do you
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that color. Should test that. All right.
make sparkles over it so we can make a sparkly one for this person? There we go. Oh, which sparkles?
So I'm just beefing up the lines of the stamp.
One sparkle. Let's find.
Oh, sweetheart.
Let's make this sparkle for it. We think this sparkles will help.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that sparkle will help. Let's get out.
Oh, can you please leave the sparkles alone though right now?
sparkles on it, so it will be sparkles.
We'll do sparkles, but just put the cap back on for a minute, please. All right, Ellie, what color should the tablecloth be? Yellow or?
Yellow.
Yellow, okay.
When we add sparkles over it, we will have a party with her.
All right.
It's going to be her special. Ooh.
Make it look like it's
It's so
golden.
fog.
Yeah, it's foggy outside today. You are correct.
Like Papa Joe said it's foggy.
Is it?
I don't see any trees. I see the wet trees,
Yeah.
but I kind of don't see anything. Why it's foggy outside today?
I'm not sure. I think it's because it got too cold last night. That's my guess.
I think it did.
Mm-hmm. And
Now yellow and pink will match on the table.
mm-hmm.
Why won't he saying that?
And again, I'm just using a slightly darker shade to beef up those lines in the stamp. Lightly lined on the bottom, not
You
super.
had to put all the stuff back when you need more.
Yes, you are correct. That is very important. Very, very
You
important,
have
just to put
the
everything
cap
back.
on the yellow one and clean up.
Yes, that is something we have to practice every day, don't we?
Now we need sparkles to make her stuff.
Now we need sparkles. All right. Well, let's figure out our next steps here.
I think our next step is for glue, sparkles.
Glue and sparkles. Wow. You are on this, girl.
No, this is the cord. Now we just have to get the sandals so we can make a wedge for her, so that's a party.
Uh-oh. We're going to have a bridge for a party. Wow. With glue. Well, no, let's not play with the glue quite yet. We
Oh, it dried out.
we dried out. Oh, I forgot my silver.
Silver? Where?
Yeah, I forgot my silver spoon.
Silver spoon?
Mm-hmm.
What does silver spoon mean?
It means she had a spoon. Oh, and I forgot her earrings. So, sure, we'll make golden earrings.
Golden earrings.
There we go.
Can I see? That's golden earrings.
You like it?
What did we make like? Well, why are we cutting it?
Well, I'm cutting it out so I can put it on the card. Is that okay? Can I do that?
No, I just have to add glue, glitter for that.
Yeah.
Let's add glitter now.
I'm fussy cutting this regretfully because I don't want to pull out a whole nother machine to, my scan and cut is accessible, but I don't feel like playing with it right now. No. Oh my gosh. Nope. Okay, not yet. You can do glue dots when we're at the end. Okay? Please put the cap back on.
We're at the end.
We're not at the end. No.
Oh, I said the wrong word.
You said the wrong word. You're okay, buddy. You just gotta be a listener, okay?
Mama, look over there. I found new glue up there.
Yeah, I know. So, as the story goes, the other day I wasn't feeling well, so other people were watching the children.
Why do you just say
And I get back up here to the design lab, and there are pieces of craft paper. Thankfully, only like 65-pound cardstock, so not like super heavy duty, but the paper was glued to the door.
Why you say paper to the door?
You guys glued paper to the door. And I haven't even gotten the chance to scrub it off yet, so that's okay.
Mom cut her new nice crown.
Yeah, it's a hat. Kind of does look like a crown.
Oh, don't cut her hand either. She might have an allergy.
Yes, baby, I won't cut her hand either. Okay, but I need space. You're bumping into my elbow and then I might make a mistake. So while I was fussy cutting out this little lady, I didn't realize that my camera had died. Well, apparently I didn't charge my battery enough, and that's how often I use it. So it's charged up a little bit. But yeah, so Ellie's left us, and now she is having a snack with her brother and sister. And I'm just going to finish fussy cutting this. I also did off screen create another one of these and heat embossed it. This one has the Vita Vita Vegemin on it. I totally forgot I had wanted that one as well. So I'll have to color that one up here real quick. Good thing I didn't put the markers away like Ellie told me to. Yeah, so anyways, I'm sure another child will come and visit soon, so I'll just leave the camera on. And when they show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. No worries. They are out of the toddler phase officially, I guess, but I would say easily that I feel like they get into more things now. They are all kind of in that testing the boundaries phase, which is to be expected, but it also means that like I have to like have ears and eyes on them at all times because they will gang up on me. And, you know, makes for very interesting days sometimes. So I am not going to zoom in because then I'll forget to zoom out. But just coloring the same yellow, doing another quick color, and then I'll do a quick shade on it right where the lines are. Nothing terribly exciting or complicated, but I'm just diving on in. I'm not sure what... And there they are. I'm sure you can hear them. I know exactly what they're upset about, so I'm not too worried. There's a doctor kit that they share. Actually, they have a few doctor kits they share. But they have one specific one, which is the first one I got them. That's the favorite. So that's what gets fought over the most. Stop screaming, please. And I'll try to get the bottom edge of that. And it doesn't need to be straight lines because it's just a hint of an accent, not even a full accent. And it'll blend in subtly anyways. Alright, now somebody sounds like they got hurt. Is everybody okay? Alright, problem solved. Someone just got their toe jammed. Alright, and I will color this sign in with that lighter pinkish red to match the bottles. Make it all pop. So, drop down in the comments. What have you been up to? Or what is your favorite project you've been working on recently? Or if you've been like me and just taking a break from projects. I literally have only been doing projects for clients. I have not actually done any crafting for myself in a very long time. Not even I did do a few things for the boutique just to prep for our fall and winter. But generally, I haven't even done a whole lot of that. Just life happening at warp speed these days, and just trying to prep as much as possible. Helping hubby, he's working on some classes. I'm working on some classes, doing with business finances and trust building. We're working on those kinds of things and hoping to have some of that ready to publish here in the next few months. So yeah, just keeping busy in different aspects of life. Can't say we've traveled much. We did one trip back in May, I want to say. I think it was Memorial Day weekend. Last minute impromptu. Didn't even know if we were going to go until like the day before. Even though we had planned to. We just didn't know for sure. And so, yeah, it definitely has been a different kind of year for us. All right, so now I have to figure out what my coloring. I think I need to find some paper. Let's set up my scene. Let's have Lucy here. Her little stuff there. We'll stagger these. Let's see, and then I need a banner. So here's to your health. So that would probably just go directly on there. And this is a card base. This should be 110 pound cardstock, Nina White. And then I was going to grab one of these happy birthday sentiments from My Favorite Things. I'm gonna find a different one. So I picked another one. The Let's Pretend It's Still Your Birthday. And I have it in 2 different styles. Let's do, for this one, I'll at least do this. And I'm gonna be crazy and stamp it directly, I think, directly on this. I was originally going to put some patterned paper, but now I'm kind of liking the simplicity of this. Now you get to see how I do this, the thinking process of, do I have patterned paper I even like? Probably not that I can find super fast, but I'm gonna speed through and try to find some real quick. So I have found a piece of paper that I like. It's actually from a Christmas pattern paper pack that I've had for probably way too many years. So I'm just going to cut it down roughly, I'd say 2.5 inches, because I don't want it to cover the whole backing. I just want it to look like kind of a background, what do I want to call it? A background wallpaper or something. So, let's see. And I'm cutting this on my lap. Shh. Don't tell my children. They like to steal my trimmer nowadays. And get into all the things. So I need 5.5. Just trying to remember my measurements. So 2.5 by 5.5. That should make a nice little patterned background so it looks like a wallpaper. But then the birthday greetings will be on top and be able to stand out still. I like that idea. And then the scene can be in front here. There. That looks good. Because then you have at least some kind of something, color, pattern. And it's mostly black and white. I don't even know what this pattern is supposed to be, but it was in a Christmas pad, so I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to give myself a little more space by moving off my markers here. And I'm going to be brave and bold and stamp out my, just in case I have to redo something, I'm going to stamp out my sentiments here, roughly where I want them. So I'm not going to use any embossing powder for it. Sometimes when the stamp is directly on the card base, I just kind of forgo that part. Just figure, it's okay. And wanting to line it up so it looks like it all fits in the same card. And so these are going to be extremely belated cards. So that's why I wanted the let's pretend it's still your birthday. Not extremely, just a few weeks late. The gifts took a little bit longer to create and make. My mom, well, hopefully they'll get their gift open before they see this video. But my mom made, she now does sewing. So she sewed some of her creations. Backpacks and purses is generally what she's doing right now. And so she sewed some special custom made stuff for my two aunts. And my task was to make some tumblers. So I made some custom tumblers for them. And I'm also doing their cards. And then I'm going to let the children make their own cards too. I don't even think I checked to make, yes, okay, I did. I almost thought that I didn't stamp this on the right side of the card. So actually, this is pretty good. And I'm going to leave it here then. And let's go ahead and use some glue. My glue may not work right away because, like I said before, the kids got into the glue. So, oh, hey, we have flow. So apparently it wasn't that terrible. Frankie! What did Danielle do? Would you like to come and say hi to everybody and show how big you are?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Well, that was Frankie. You say hi? No? Well, you can chat with me while Mommy glues this down. And I left a little white space, not a whole lot. All right. Bottom of the card. Frankie, how old are you going to be in a couple weeks? 3. Yeah. I don't think you can see him if I turn the camera. He's hiding behind a chair, so. All right. And I'm just going to press it down a couple times because I can't find my acrylic blocks fast enough. I don't fear this coming up on me anyway, so. And then I'm going to go for some lovely layering options with foam tape. Frankie, be careful, please. You don't want to get owies. So I'm going to use up. It's funny, as I was going through these paper pads here, I'm realizing some of these paper pads are 20 plus years old. That's how long I've been doing paper crafting. Yeah. Just a few minutes. I've been paper crafting for just a few minutes. And I've been a graphic designer for about that same amount of time. So I can truthfully say my career, my graphic design career, are you okay, buddy? Mm-hmm. Has spanned 20 plus years. And I don't look it. I use Mary Kay products. I'm a Mary Kay consultant. Some of you might not know that. That was kind of newer for me last year. I started doing that in April of last year. March or April. Now I'm losing track. Okay. But, yeah. So I really love the product and started selling it. So that's part of why these gifts are belated as well, is because I was, during my aunt's birthdays, I was in Dallas for the Mary King convention. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. And I'm loving the simplicity of the top part. And I think card number 1 is complete because my dad likes to write. My dad is going to be writing in this, and he likes to write lots of sentimental stuff. So I think this was perfect to do that. But Ellie did request I put some blue. These are glitter Nouveau drops. And I forget what color this is. This is Emerald City. So I'm going to do 3 dots here. And then let's do 3 dots here. These are kind of like the bubbles of the Vita Vita Vitamins. And 3 dots there. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. And I'll zoom in so you can see what I did. Nothing too crazy and wild and out there, but just subtle enough to get the point across. And my head's in the way, but yep, there we go. So card 1 is complete. Now to start card number 2. So I gotta kind of clean up because otherwise my children will have a heyday with this area. So be right back. Alright, so I've grabbed a couple of the stamps from the other set, the Chocolate, Wine, and Best Friends stamp set. And I have the chocolate table and the redhead. And just going to ink those up real quick. Throw some ink on myself. Why not? Sounds like fun, right? And getting that really, really inky loaded into my Misty Mini. Hopefully one day I'll have a larger Misty, a regular sized. So my birthday wish list, but my birthday's passed and I didn't get it, so it's okay. I'll somehow figure out how to survive. But yeah, it's been on my wish list for a few years, so maybe one day somebody will get a hint. Not holding my breath though, obviously. And just gonna ink. Man, this ink is being extra fussy today. Let's trade for the other one. Yep, there. Better coverage there. That's the other thing. When you don't craft for a while, sometimes stuff dries up. And then it doesn't ink up as well as it used to. Which is fine. Because as long as I know, then I can pivot and figure out what to expect. Alright. That looks good for me. Let's go ahead and throw on. I did use some embossing powder. The nifty Pink and Main anti-static powder. And once again, using the same ebony black. And tapping off the excess. As much as possible. And letting it sit for a second. Sometimes the embossing powder just needs to sit in that ink. Sometimes it doesn't. Just gotta do what you think works the best for you. And heating from the back. And we'll do a little dusty to check. Seems pretty good. Okay. So let's zoom on in and start coloring. I'm going to do most of the coloring very similar to the previous one. We're going to use this roe orange for the hair. And since this hair looks a little curlier, I'm going to let it be a little oranger. Rouge orange. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Then I'll add some marigold. And then I'll keep that there. And quince. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it's more of a tangerine-ish. So hopefully the combination of these will provide that orangey look for our favorite redhead here. All right. I think last time we used this color for her skin, so we'll use that again. And I'll do what's known as monotone shading, so I'll darken up the edges once I have that first layer down. So it's a very subtle shading, which just means I'm just putting more of the color right along those darker edges. So it's super subtle. And if you didn't know it was there, it's not there, in theory. All right. And I do want to give her those rosy little cheeks again. Although slightly tinier this time. And I'll let it naturally blend in. I hear a child behind me, but I don't see a child behind me. Who is that child? Oh, it's Franklin, hanging out in my stash. All right, this time, let's do, Frankie, should I do a green dress?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, it's your favorite color. We'll do a yellow green.
Yeah, that's my color. Mommy,
Yes, Franklin.
what is this?
That's Mommy's Misty.
What's it called? What's it called?
It's called a Misty.
Yeah, it has an open to print some papers.
Yep.
It can get some papers.
Yep, we stamped some papers with it.
Yeah, I'm going to get a paper right here.
Are you?
Yeah. It's bigger than this.
Oh, well, I don't know that, Frankie, no. I don't know that that's a great idea. All right, and I'm going to color the apron cool gray.
I got one. See, it's hollow. That I can...
Oh, you're giving me a paper cut, buddy.
Where's a cutting? Oh, there's an cutting for me.
Yeah? Oh, Mommy missed a few pieces. Please don't use those scissors. Those are special scissors. Thank you. Ooh.
That not scissors for
And they
me.
sprung open. Great. Oh, that means the lock is going. Ah,
Oh, a
No.
face scissors.
Well, looks like I need a new wish list. And I'm going to do that same concept with the gray. Just darkening the edges by adding just a little more of that color. And I'll do the same with the dress too.
To cut a circle.
Oh, you want to cut a circle?
Yeah, like a
Can you turn,
long
how about you
circle.
turn 3 first, and then we can cut circles? No?
Yeah. Where's the cutting?
The scissors? I don't know, but you probably don't need them.
Oh, I need to get it to cut.
You need scissors to cut?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go red lips here.
Maybe it gone.
Yeah, it might be all gone, and now I can't remember. I think I used this color for the skin color and missed her neck. Hey, Papa. What are you up to?
I took this so I can cut it a circle.
You're gonna cut a circle.
Yeah, like this.
Okay.
I can practice.
You're gonna practice.
Yeah. Oh, more circle.
He doesn't turn 3 for another month, by the way.
I can turn it like this.
You're gonna turn it like that?
Yeah. Then it cut in here.
All right, what color should we make the chocolate?
I'm going to put it right here in lips.
Please don't do that. Frankie. All right, we're gonna see if I like this color.
I can't not editing.
No?
I tell you.
All right, you know what?
Not
We're gonna keep it the yellows.
yellow for the paper.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, buddy. Hey, yeah, that doesn't fit in that. The paper doesn't fit in that. But Mommy's trying to film here, bud. I need a little more space, please. Thank you.
Where's that? No.
That's the smell of the marker.
Maybe I can make a flower like this. Then it won't make my flower like this. Then I'll feel princess.
You're gonna be a princess.
Yeah.
How about a prince? You want to be a prince, Frankie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to. I'm ripping it. I can't.
Frankie, please don't rip
Maybe
Mommy's papers.
Maybe I need a new one.
Yeah, well, maybe you don't.
Maybe I need.
No, don't throw away the paper, bud.
But
Now you're just wasting. Come on.
how about I try another paper?
Franklin Oliver Scott, no.
I got a new one. It didn't rip.
All right. I'm
Well,
going to
I
pause to mitigate the situation.
Where's the cutting so I can cut it?
Now that I've gained back my space. All 3 littles just have this obsession with all of my cardstock papers lately. So go figure. And I'm going to just use the same exact technique as the previous tablecloths. Using that shade darker just to do that. I'm not sure what color I want to make the sign. How about a pinkish? Pale cherry pink. That sounds fine. And we'll do one shade darker, pale mauve. Just along the bottom. I was actually using the fine tip. there we have, yeah, those are cute. So now let's go ahead and fussy cut them out. And we'll do basically the same style as before. Try to stay on screen this time. Oh, and I forgot her earrings again. We'll give her some golden earrings again. And these, I'm not great at fuzzy cutting generally, but I will say these Fiskars, I forgot who recommended them to me, but I tried them, and I think they're the best from all the different things I've tried. But I still feel like I am not the greatest at it. So lots of improvement to be done there. I seem to find edges I'm not a fan of, but it is what it is. All right. And then I'm actually going to do something before I finish cutting this out, which is add some little morsels of chocolate on top of. As if there's just an overwhelming pile of chocolate. And leaving gaps because it's just a suggestion. It's not necessarily an accurate depiction of a pile of chocolate. We're just suggesting that there's mounds of chocolate that are unwrapped. So I thought that would be cute enough. And then also, I'm going to put a little chocolate in her hand. It's very subtle, but for the person looking at it, hopefully they'll understand that that's what I put in her hand, was a little piece of chocolate. All right, now I'm ready to fussy cut it out. And because I've made this little mound, it's kind of just going to be a rough eyeballing here. If I could straight cut everything, I would. So, like this, you see I'm not even providing any ruffle details. It is what it is. So, all right. Now that those are done, we're gonna basically have her and her little chocolate. And I think the way we're building this one, we're gonna do this one this direction because the scene is smaller. And I think what I'm gonna do, just thinking out loud here. Do you know what rhymes with happy birthday? Then you have the chocolate there. Then I'm going to use this make my favorite things happy birthday arch. And this is off of the Make-A-Wish stamp set. Like that it has a little arch. And we're going to put that at the top. I'm going to add the chocolate makes everything better on the inside. So we're going to still do that concept of having the wallpaper behind her. So I've picked this more rustic looking Art Deco style-ish look. And I'm going to do it 3.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it down on my lap again, because I can. And 3.5. And by 4.25. So it's a similar concept, but slightly different in execution. All right, and we're gonna plan for that. And happy birthday will center, and then do you know what rhymes with happy birthday? Will be just a hair off centered, because you want to bring your eye down to the chocolate. So I'm gonna go ahead and load this all up. Now I will ink this up bravely and boldly. Making sure we have it on the right side. And again, I'm not going to heat emboss it. We'll keep it simple for the top. All right. So this is asking the question, do you know what rhymes with happy birthday? And it is chocolate. All right. And let that dry a little bit. I have my glue hiding over here. And this is also part of why I can't do a full-on live right now. At least not until school time. Maybe school starts happening, I'll have a little bit more predictable schedule with these children. We'll see. I'm not holding my breath whatsoever. All right, now we're going to use some more foam dots again. I'm going to put this right on the edge to give our little redhead the most space to shine and eat her chocolate. All right, there we go. Then, because I don't have a larger Misty, I'm going to go ahead and load the rest of the sentiments into here. All right, I've loaded the 2 sentiments for the inside into my Misty, and we'll see if they actually stay there. Somehow this got crooked again. having troubles keeping things from being crooked today. And just using some standard black ink. This is a water reactive ink, so you want to make sure that it is fully dried before you start moving it about. And I will go ahead and cut these off screen and be right back. Alright, and now that I have them cut down, just going to put a slight dab of glue. I don't want to over glue on the inside. I feel like that adds too much dimension to the inside of the card and then it doesn't lay flat. So our inside sentiment is, let's pretend it's still your birthday. Tap, tap, tap. Press, press. Make sure you don't have oily fingers. And then chocolate makes everything better, because that's the answer to the riddle. Whoops. And throwing stuff on the floor. That's how we do. And we've carried some hair back. Great. So that's the middle sentiment on that one. Tap, tap, tap. Make everything look fantastic. And then the last bit is, we'll do what we did with the other card, is we'll add some pops of color. This one is called Pixie Glitter. And I feel like, oh, this one still has the cap on. Well, that makes a difference. Not the cap, the stopper. So I'll do 3 dots here, 3 friendly dots here. And this is less about bubbles and more just fillers. And 3 dots here. And now there is a cute look-alike for sisters that will be getting their gifts separately. But we know that they're getting very similarly looking cute redhead cards for their birthday. And I'm so excited to ship out their gifts and all that jazz, even though it's technically my birthday week still. I am all about celebrating all the other birthdays around me, like my daughters and my aunties. And I have several friends who have birthdays this month. And so I'm all about that. And then 1 week from today is my son's birthday, and he'll be 3. So we just have a lot of birthdays going on here. But I am excited about these. I love them. I think they're so cute. And yeah, I now want to go color a bunch more, but we'll see how many interruptions will happen between now and then. So I'm going to say goodbye and thank you for joining me for some crafty birthday fun. Thanks for hanging in if you lasted all the way to the end of this video, because I'm sure this is probably one of the longest pre-recordeds I've done in a while, maybe ever. I don't know. But I missed you all and wanted to let you see what life is like. I'm not going to tell you how many hours it took me to just film this, because it definitely was not stop to start. And let's just say it was foggy outside when I started, and now it's not so foggy. You can tell by the blast of light happening just beside me. So anyways, I hope you found some inspiration in these cute little Scrappy Boy stamps, along with the My Favorite Things stamps. And I had a lot of fun. So, and as always, don't forget to find the joy in your day and happy making. Bye!